Hey, all my home shoppers out there. If you're looking to buy new construction this year in 2024 and looking at what the incentives that they're currently offering, then you've come to the right place. My name is Omar Pineda. I'm your Austin realtor with eXp Realty, and today we're looking at Highland Homes in Rita Ranch. And check out this home right now. This one had a 29% price drop recently. This is a home that's one of the biggest lots that Highland Home offers. It's their 90-foot lot and had a price drop of close to 30%. Now, one thing you might be asking yourself, if you've never lived in the Austin area before or Liberty Hill, is this area a good investment? Now, if we look at the median prices, let me just pause here for a second. If we look at the median home prices between 2018 and 2023, we saw a home appreciation of 12.65%. So we're looking in the double digits for return on your investment if you're looking to buy a home in this community. Now, the am I getting a good deal question that I get, and that's a really good question because timing is everything when it comes to real estate. And right now, because the market and the demand is slowed down, and I'm filming this January 22nd of 2024. If you are watching this and within the next 30 or 60 days, that's when you're going to get probably the best incentives, because that's when this is a slowdown of the market. When as soon as spring and summertime hits, some of these incentives are going to go away, or they're going to be a lot less than what you can get them now, because there's going to be more home buyers entering the market, because that's typical of that time of year. When it's nicer weather, we have a school break, and more buyers just tend to come out in droves. And when demand increases, these builders are going to take away these incentives and probably take away a lot as far as the dollar amount of how much these incentives are right now. So am I getting a good deal? Yes, because this flex cash that these builders are offering, that you could use almost for whatever you want in terms of buying down the interest rate. So if you're super price sensitive to how much you pay monthly, we can throw all that cash to buying down the interest rate permanently. If you're saying to yourself, well, I'm just waiting for the interest rates to go down this year, well, they're offering a free refi. So if you lock in a home now, and the home that we're reviewing right now is move-in ready, so you can come tour it, and we can close in less than 30 days if the financing works out smoothly. Then we can that way we can lock in these incentives, because even if we lock in these incentives for interest rate that's going to drop later in the year, that's the beauty of refinancing, because we can do that, and it's a free refi if you do it with their lender. Why it's so time sensitive and time critical to buy sooner rather than later is because right now is what these incentives are offering, and once they're gone, and just to give you a little bit of a point of reference, with Highland Homes, Highland Homes is a major builder here in the Austin area. So all these communities that they're building in, they all pull from the same cash, the pool of cash, where they can offer these incentives to all the buyers coming in. So it's safe to say in one day, given this price point, because we're looking at a 90-foot lot that's in the high $700,000-$800,000 mark, that these incentives can go away very quickly in the span of a few days, because your Highland Homes is a little bit is everywhere in the Austin area. So what am I saying? Time is of the essence. So you can take advantage of these incentives, get the best deal you possibly can, get an interest rate that's below what they're currently offering in the regular marketplace, because if you're buying new construction, you're not in a normal marketplace, because these builders have a lender that they work with, and that's how they're able to get very creative and be able to give more to the buyer in times like this, when demand is slowed down to the point where they're throwing money at buyers to come buy their homes, especially if they're done and they're a part of their inventory. They are itching to get it off their books so they can continue building, because in Rita Ranch, there's a lot more new construction to be built. So they want to get this done and off their books. And that's where you, the home buyer, can take full advantage of that, because that's when they're going to be, that's why we're starting to see these price drops. We can see this one right here had a price drop of 29.4%. So now you can get this lovely 4-bedroom, 3-bath home for $799,000. And even with that, I'll take a second look to see what's closed in the last 30 days. And if something closed that's a similar footprint as what we're looking at here now, and it closed for less, cheaper, then we're going to take that to the negotiation table. And the second big thing you might be asking is like, hey, is buying in this neighborhood, is buying this community a safe bet for your money? Yes. If you look at the home appreciation from 2018 to 2023, we're looking at home appreciation in the double digits. And Liberty Hill is not going anywhere because there's so much more future expansion, future developments happening. I mean, when I was driving this community, they were still finishing up a brand new school. That just shows you how much development is happening, and there's always construction happening in where the amenities are or the schools are being built. So that's something to keep in mind. Santa Rita Ranch, I encourage you to take a look at my other videos in this video series, because I cover many different parts of Santa Rita Ranch. As far as like, I think I have one video just dedicated to all their amenity centers because they're so darn nice. And the HOA fee of $95, I think, is very, you can see the value that you get from that money because of how much the amenities are and how much they put on as far as a community, because every day there's something going on. So this is an awesome place to raise a family, an awesome place to buy your first home that's turnkey ready, an awesome area just to live in. Liberty Hill, if you're looking for that slower pace of life outside of city limits, because you want to raise your family, you want to raise them with great schools and move into a home that has an amazing warranty, so you don't have to worry about much, at least for the next 10 years, then I would highly encourage you, let's sit down and have a talk so we can see what incentives are happening. And if you are remotely interested, reach out, because that way the sales managers want to know. If you have a client, and they told me this, if you have a client that's remotely interested, let us know. That way we can tell our boss that, hey, we have someone that's interested, we just got to get them pre-qualified. That way they can lock in these incentives the day that we show intent. That's huge. The day that we show intent, like, hey, we're interested, we're thinking about getting a Highland home. That's when I'll call the sales manager, and that way we can have it documented, like, hey, this is when we inquired about it, and we want to make sure that we get these incentives because that's what's being offered right now. So that's critical, showing intent. So you don't have to, it saves you a trip from checking out the builder, because you kind of have a good idea of what it looks like. These are all the floor plans of either the model or what they currently have in inventory. And if it's something that we haven't checked out yet, then that's what I do. I go on home tours all the time, do video for my clients, especially working for my out-of-state clients. That way we can, you can have the best kind of, a visual, so you can make a good decision and take advantage of these awesome incentives that they're throwing away, that they're throwing at buyers. And these incentives will not last. As soon as summer hits, as soon as spring hits, and we're starting to see an uptick in activity, these incentives are going to go away very quickly, or we're going to start seeing just less cash that's going to help you buy down the interest rate. So if you're looking to buy new construction in 2024, hit up your boy. My name is Omar Pineda, your Austin realtor, and catch you on the next one.